Why are you doing Strictly this year then, Danny? Have they asked you before, or just...
Because I always wanted to dance with Amy. And
Team thing?
they've made my dream come true.
Aww.
And I'm going to get fit because I was turning into a bit of an old has-been.
I think you're pretty fit.
Yeah, but I'm the oldest in the show, so I had to reaffirm my prowess.
I mean, you say you're the oldest, but you seem in pretty good shape, get to the gym quite a lot.
You're taking away my only excuse to lose. I'm the old. I'm sticking with that.
That's your line, I'm the oldest.
Yeah. It's like, well, you've got to have some excuse, haven't you, really? I mean, I just pick ageism. Amy will tell you that she was the first person to teach me a cha-cha-cha and the first person to teach me ballroom. And she will be able to confirm my lack of knowledge in both.
You hadn't done, I can tell there's talent, but ballroom and Latin is such a different style to any other dancing, to any, even musical. The timings alone are different. So in musicals there's normally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In cha-cha you have 2, 3, 4 and 1. Rumba, 2, 3, 4, 1. So yeah, but actually Danny was amazing, I have to say. So I'm super excited. Yeah. And I know he's a hard worker as well. Being a Welsh girl, she said, do not hold me like a rugby player. Because, the Welsh are pretty tough in the rucks. There's a dragon, you see. Just to warn you, in training, the Welsh dragon's going to come out.
That's right. I kind of thought that it would either be Amy or Katia. That was what my real sense was. So I don't know if the other ladies thought maybe I was dragging my feet a bit. But, I didn't... It was weird. I couldn't focus on either one of the girls. Just it's that not knowing thing. And it's a cross between not knowing and your expectations. And both of them you should not think about when there's a choice of fine dancing women that could be your partner.
Have you got any aches and pains so far yet that you've picked up, even just from the little bit of training that you've done, not with Amy?
I'm trying to find a muscle that hasn't. Every muscle in my body has had this wake-up call and has sent me a text going, we will not be working properly for the next couple of weeks.
I mean, you have a little bit, I know you say you're the oldest, but you do have a little bit of dance experience. We've seen you in a few videos. Yeah. So is that going to give you a little bit of an advantage? I know it's not Latin or ballroom specifically, but I think there's some moves in there.
Well, I think that I think even if you're an actor or a model, that if you're a model and doing a trade show, say, or a fashion show, you can have counts. The guy says you walk down 8, you turn around 8, you come back 8, and then you run and do your quick change and whatever. So, you're always working to account whether you're acting, even if you're acting.
I think everybody has different degrees of whether it helps them. So you've got athletes who are in the competition, so they're really fit and they're used to training long hours. Even the doctor used to doing long hours. Then you've got some actors, like you said. So I think everybody has something that might help them, but then again, it's a completely new, different challenge. It'd be like putting me into acting or singing. I would be like, and petrified. So yeah, everybody's got, I think every contestant's got an element in which is going to help them, but also every contestant has also got a long journey ahead.
Are you prepared as well for the fact that it's quite a big platform, and with that becomes, a lot of headlines and social media and all that kind of stuff? How are you kind of gearing up to deal with that side of things?
Well, I think that I think people that are on stage who choose to stand up in front of an audience are generally not going to be a sort of lily-livered, whining, moaning kind of. They're going to be like Craig and Bruno. They're going to be very blunt people who know what they want. They don't suffer fools gladly and can be very too honest sometimes and just too, like for me, I've got a bit of a toxic sense of humour, and musical theatre and science fiction kind of, the industry makes you, and working in a room with the Red Broadcast, you have to have skin like a crocodile because they're brutal, and so you kind of you've got to remember sometimes that not everybody understands that sense of humour, and it's easy to sort of go across the line.
To be honest, you're not going to have a lot of time to check social media.
Right.
He's going to be in the training room when he's awake.
Yeah.
He's in the training room. You're going to be too busy.
That's right. There's not. But do you know what they say? In this show, your feet do the talking. Mm-hmm. I used to do the same classes as Bruno. A girl called Libby Rose, and Bruno pretty much knows everyone I know. In fact, my mate that came to see the show on is it Friday or Saturday?
Launch show.
On the launch show on Friday, knew Bruno. Yeah.
So, are you very competitive? Like, are you here to win it? Have you got the glitter ball in your sights?
Do you know what? I really came in. I didn't really, I didn't really want to be, a desperado. My line to the press junket was, I'd like to win, but I want to enjoy it more.
I think that's really important.
I want to enjoy it more than I want to win it, if you see what I mean. So, of course it's nice to win. It's nice to have a round of applause after you've done a number. It's nice to, when the curtain comes down, that the audience are standing up, not leaving the theatre. We all want to win, and that's a win-win situation. To have the audience applause at the end of your performance, to walk away saying thank you very much for entertaining me, and they show that appreciation by standing up and clapping. That is what it's all about.
Well, I've got to let you go in a minute, but just quickly, I was going to ask if this was maybe the reason why you left with Death in Paradise, or if you're going to ever be going back.
No, not at all. I had no idea that I was going to do Strictly. I left Death in Paradise a year ago, and they're doing the new series as we speak. So, Death in Paradise is actually being made as we speak now. And I had 7 years, 6 months of the year out in the Caribbean, next door to my mum and dad's island. I used to go over on the ferry, see my dad, and I introduced him to my children, and, because he'd remarried like 30 years ago and went back to the Caribbean. So, it ticked every box for me, and when I walked away, I thought, I'm not in no hurry to go nowhere. This has been great. And then Strictly comes up, and you go,